We're here for another installment of In the Spotlight magazine presents Authentiviews of Walkin Contradiction. I'm here in New York City at a play that's been going on for 6 years. 6 years. Exactly. The play is called Platanos and Collard Greens, and I'm here with Jamila Lamb. And I'm going to step back. I'll let you tell our viewers about this wonderful play that somehow been going on for 6 years and everyone else is pumping gas by now.
Well, Platanos and Collard Greens, is a love story. It's a romantic comedy about a relationship between an African-American man and a Latina woman, set in New York City. And, it's a very funny story. It deals with serious political issues, but done in a funny way so that people just love it because they relate to it, and it makes them keep coming back to see it again and again and telling their friends and family about it.
And that's most definitely been happening. We're going on for I'm just stuck on the 6 years.
No, it's quite an accomplishment. It truly is a blessing that we have survived so long, and it's really due to the sacrifice and dedication that David and I have put in, and because it is a message that people want to hear.
Right.
So the play is based on a book that David wrote called Do Platanos Go with Collard Greens?
Okay.
And the book was based on his experiences growing up in New York City and really wanting to see a movement between Black and Latino people who make up, a big percentage of the population here, but are still, in a lot of cases, the most poor and have the most poor services in terms of education and such. And so wanting to see a difference politically, economically for that group of people. So it really was the message that drove us to want to take the book to a bigger stage, meaning a play.
I went to the website. I clicked on, you see, they're still excited about the play. That's I clicked on, it was audience members giving feedback about the experience.
Yes.
And to me that was just powerful, just to see the people who, you could tell it wasn't scripted. People came out and I guess somebody said, hey, what do you think of the play? And people just gave their real, I guess as a producer, like what does that do for you when you see the people come out?
I mean, that makes me feel really good, and I'm still amazed, that people, how much it touches them, from people crying to people laughing, and so many stories, when we hear so many stories about how people experience things that are in the play, they actually experience, their mother, I don't want to give away anything in the play, never mind, but
come with yourself, you gotta come down and save yourself.
Yeah, so it makes me feel, it still gives me goosebumps when I sit in the audience and hear the words and see how people are affected and hear the person next to me go, and all. It's a great feeling.
If you could reach out to anyone who's watching or read the article in the Spotlight magazine and tell them what makes this production different from every other billboard or that they see the advertisements for on the radio, what makes Platanos and Collard Greens different?
Platanos and Collard Greens is different because there's nothing else out there like it. I mean, when you leave the play, you're still thinking about it, you're still feeling the characters. What we hope to make people feel is that it inspires them and makes them laugh and it makes them think. And if it does all those things, it's going to stay with you, and it does. I mean, people come back 4 and 5 times because they just want the experience. So it's an experience that you can't get anywhere else.
Well, you heard it here, heard it from the producer of Platanos and Collard Greens, Jamila Lamb. We're going to bring in the playwright, Mr. David Lamb. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now we have the playwright of Platanos and Collard Greens, Mr. David Lamb. Thank you very much for taking the time out and giving us this opportunity to learn from the source where the title came from. So curious, so extra curious.
Well,
and here's a question that I absolutely have to ask you. Do you feel like there can be a Platanos and Collard Greens movie on the big screen?
I didn't think so. but so many other people approach us and think so that I don't see why not. I mean, Mamma Mia was turned into a movie.
Right.
Rent was turned into a movie. You know, so many plays have been turned into movies, and you know, there's no reason that this wouldn't be a successful movie.
If David Lamb could have a dream cast, and for people who are deceased,
no, he didn't do that.
yes, people who are deceased or either current actors,
Including people who are deceased.
including deceased actors, who would you have on your all-star Platanos and Collard Greens lineup?
Well, the mother's Rita Moreno.
Okay.
The mother's Rita Moreno. And Halita, I gotta come back on that one. Her best friend Nilsa would probably be. See, there's really not a lot of Latina actresses,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So it kind of reflects that. Christina Milian, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe her cousin Julia would be Rosie Perez when she was, you know, back in the Do the Right Thing days. The lead character, Rosario Dawson or J-Lo when they were younger. I mean, go either way.
I would go with Selena
Go
Jr.
either way. Okay, okay. And for the males, Pops would be. This is for stage. I know who I got in mind for stage for Pops is Cedric. When you see the play, I know it sounds crazy.
Raven, I do not see the dress, nor do I see the
You'd be
shoes.
like, Cedric could do that.
Oh, okay.
Cedric could do that. I've had him in mind for a while. For the lead guys, that's, you know,
Raven, Julia's next on stage.
if I could take Dwayne Wayne
Oh, wow.
and Ron, those were their names, right? Take those two guys, you'll see the play. From different world, put them in there, they would fit. Yeah.
What?
They would fit.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And that would be the cast. Yeah.
So that's the dream. See, I love a person who understands acting and know how to fit people in. Because when I'm thinking of the question, I would have never thought Dwayne Wayne would have made the cut.
Oh, I didn't name the black girl yet though. I didn't. That's a hard one, the black girl, because physically and beauty wise, but she didn't get a lot of roles. Would be the girl who played the sister in Color Purple, the one who went away to Africa, became a missionary.
Yeah.
John Singleton was married to for a minute. She's from Ghana.
Hey, come on, B. You be in the background. You know the girl from
Where?
Color
I think her
Purple.
first name's Adisa, I think. But
Sister.
Yeah.
Raven for stage, Raven for stage.
It is a decent though. I think
yeah,
it is a decent.
something. Yeah. She's got the beauty, the look that
Okay.
when you see the play, because the character has a
her.
play,
Yeah.
has a poem in the play entitled "What's Wrong with the Chocolate."
Oh.
So she'd be the embodiment of what's wrong with the chocolate. Ain't nothing wrong with the
Nothing
chocolate,
wrong,
you know.
nothing wrong.
So yeah.
The beautiful thing here is that it started with an idea and an ideal, and it went to something that, hey, let's rent out a little theater, 70 seat theater on a weekend, and it turned into a project that's been going on for 6 years. So that is a testament to what you can do when you believe in something strong enough to really sacrifice for it. So we'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you.
Look forward to the issue of In the Spotlight magazine where you'll see this wonderful write-up. And again, if you don't see the In the Spotlight on it, you're really not looking at much. I'm out.
I
Color
think her
Purple.
first name's Adisa, I think. But
Sister.
Yeah.
Raven for stage, Raven for stage.